guys, we got a 77. We're gonna dig this out. Still there, 77. Move over a little bit. They just plowed this field, so they moved some of this iron around. And we got it out. 69 is what's showing up now. This could be a shotgun shell. Hopefully it's not. And we got something, guys. It looks like it could be a coin. What kind of coin is it? We got us a coin. Is it a coin? Or is it it's a button? It's a button, guys. Let's see if this button's got anything on it. Oh, I see something on this. I see something on this. Something is on this. We're gonna have to clean this up. We definitely got design on it. So this will be interesting. You guys see it right there. And we'll clean this up and see what we get off of it. All right, guys, we just dug this button. You can see the shank on the back. It's in pretty fragile state, but we know there's something on this button. I just can't see it. You guys might be able to see it more on the camera than I am, but it's definitely something interesting, and I don't know what it is. I cannot tell at this point. I'm almost thinking I see a 5 and a 0, so this, or a 3 and a 0. I don't know. I have no idea, but anyway, there you go. So this is a mystery button, and hopefully we can find out more about it. You guys saw me just dig this in this plowed field, but this is definitely a very interesting find to start the day. And it looks like it is a pewter button of some sort. So there we go. All right, okay, Michael's on the board now. He's got the mana core out, and I believe he's got a button. Michael, let's pick that button up that you just dug, and let's see what we got.
Pretty time back button.
Pretty time back button. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice and clean. Again, this is 1700 site, and we're pulling buttons, and we've started off the day pretty strong. They just plowed this field, and so the 1700 site's giving up some more artifacts after they plow this field. So
see the spine back.
Yeah, I see it. Really good. Nice find, buddy. All right, we're gonna keep after it. You guys stay tuned. Let's see what else we can find. GoPro, stop recording. All right, guys, so we got a hard 57, really loud. And they plowed this field, and they removed some of this dirt, making these signals come out. So let's see what we get here. Let's see here. Got a 57 here. Let's see what this is going to be. So we got a button, guys. But I don't think it's a button. It is a button. It's a 4-hole button. Looks like off of a pair of jeans, maybe. But I don't know. It's got a little bit of writing on the outside. You guys can probably see it better than I can. But yeah, it's a little 4-hole button. It's an old one for sure. You don't see these quite often. And we'll clean it up and see what's on it. But again, really cool button. We just popped this out. It's ringing in at a 57. So there you go. XP Deus II and the sweeper program is off and running. we're 3 for 3. We've dug a buckle, and we've dug a button, and now we dug another button. So just, and as always, it's always really cool to see pottery shards on the ground. There we go. We got us a nice piece of, it's like the bottom of a cup or plate maybe. A little bit of blue design in there. So those are always cool to find and see laying on the ground. That way you know you're in the right spot. And of course, we love picking up these pottery shards as we go, saving a piece of history. Okay, guys, we got a 64, 65, sweeper program, XP Deus II, doing the work. Pretty loud signal too. So apparently it's not real deep. We got it out, solid 64. Let's see what we get here, guys. And we got our big old piece of lead. As always, we never can go without digging a big old piece of lead out here. But y'all could hear it sort of had that low tone to it, so we knew it wasn't a high conductor. But again, this could have easily been a button, so you got to dig those. And there you go. So we're digging some lead, always a good sign as well. Okay. All right, guys, we got a 64, 65. Could be lead. 65 solid. Let's see what we get here. Again, running the sweeper program. And we're locking in on some targets out here. Now, where did it go? Must be in the bottom of the hole. We know what that means. Let's see. And we got us a button, guys. We got us a button. Got us a button. It's an old one too. High quality. I don't think there's anything on it. Just a small, looks like a shirt button or cuff button. But there we go. We got us a button. And see, when they plowed this field, they moved some of this iron around. And so now these targets are a little bit more visible to the machine. So we're picking them up. So there's still some targets out here pretty good. So we're going to keep after it and see what else we can find. Y'all heard that one. That was a 65, 64. Pretty solid signal with the sweeper program. And you got to jump on those. But really nice old colonial button coming out of the field freshly. All right, over here with Michael, and he just got a nice, what looks to be a little two-piece button. And I believe there's a little bit of design on this button. So if there's something major that's on it, then we'll show it again after we get it cleaned up. But yeah, look how small this thing is. And Michael just picked this out using the Manicore. But there you go. Look at that little button, little small one. Again, we know most of these buttons coming out of here are late 1700s, early 1800s at least. And this is a nice one. So congratulations to Michael, and we're going to keep after it. But again, we're finding the artifacts. They plowed this field and they've made it a little bit easier on us. So let's see what else we can find. Okay, Michael's called me over, and I think he's got a button again. He just dug a little small button, and now looks like he's got something down here, and he kicked it. Looks like he's got a button that might have some design on it. Or is it just scuffed up? Oh, it's just scuffed up. It's a high quality button though, for sure. It's really thick. It's an old one as well. Nice button. Really nice. I love the patina on this button as well. Definitely early 1800s, possibly late 1700s for sure. And it's got that nice beautiful green patina on it. And it was pretty deep according to Michael. So he kicked it out. And there you go. So again, another nice flat button coming out of here, and the buttons are flying. This field's giving up some good stuff. So again, let's see what else we can find. There's got to be some more in here, so we're going to keep after it. Okay, GoPro, stop recording. Okay, we got us a 58, but we got to dig it, guys. It could possibly be a piece of lead, and we've dug a lot of them in that range, but it could be a button just as well, so you can't leave it. Sorry if I bumped the camera, and we'll see if we 58 solid. So let's see what we get here. Well, we were wrong. We were wrong. It's a button. It's a very small, looks like a cuff button, maybe, or shirt button. I'm trying to see if there's anything on it. Don't see anything. But again, 58, it was a button. But it could have easily been a piece of lead. So there we go. So there's another button to add to the treasure trove so far. There's a lot of artifacts in here. This was a busy place probably back in the late 1700s. People coming in and out. It's near the river, and people coming in and out of here trading, you know, and they're farming out here in these fields. This was a big, huge working plantation back in the late 1700s. So there's just a lot of stuff here. So we're going to keep hunting this field. Again, it's really nice because they've plowed it and it's broken up a lot of that iron, and some of these targets are jumping out now with this field being plowed. So we'll keep after it, and we'll see what else we can dig out of here. Okay, so we got Michael's son, Mr. Nate, is out here, and he has just dug his first button off of this site. He's using the Minelab Xterra Elite. Nate, do you remember what it rang up at, buddy?
Somewhere around in the 50s.
Somewhere around in the 50s. Okay,
Pretty
so
sure.
He's saying in the 50s, and I see the edge of it right there. And look at this thing. And this has got a little bit of design to it as well, guys. And it's got the dome shape to it. And look at the there's the shank on the inside of this button. But wow, what a pretty button. And yeah, it's got a little bit of design, I can tell on it. So we'll have to clean that up, maybe a flower design on it. But that is a cool button. And Nate's using the Xterra Elite, and we've got him running in part 2. Let's see this for a minute. We got him running in part 2, and we're using the -1 iron filter on the Xterra Elite because he just found this beautiful button. And again, Xterra Elite running that -1 iron filter, and he's running his recovery at max recovery at 3, and got his sensitivity turned all the way up, and we've got his iron notched out so he can hear those good signals, and he's knocking fire with the Xterra Elite right off the bat. So congratulations to Nate. Nate, good job, buddy. There's your button. There you go. All right. And he's an excited guy using the Xterra Elite. Okay. All right. Like father, like son. Father's coming back. He said, look here, son, look what I can do. So Michael has dug a couple of buttons already, and he's called me over, and he thinks he's got something really good this time too. So let's see what Michael has down here in his pile. Michael, let's pull that thing out. Let's look at it and see what it is.
I don't know. It's got to be a button.
It's a nice button. Shanks broke off on it. But again, it's another one of those high quality buttons. So whoever lived in this area definitely had money, because these are those thick buttons that you can just tell that they were they were made of high quality. It's got a little bit of gold gilding or silver plating still on it, and that's a nice one for sure. Again, all of these buttons seem to be falling in the same time period, late 1700s, early 1800s. And Michael's son just dug a beautiful button just a few minutes ago with a dome shape to it. So this one coming out of the ground and like this, it's been hit a little bit, bumped and dented a little bit, but it's still a very nice button. So congratulations to Michael. You like that button, Michael?
Yeah, it's a high quality button.
Yeah. What do you think about it? You think it's about that time period?
Yeah. Early 1800s, I'd say.
Yeah, at least. So there you go, guys.
Got some gold gills.
Yeah, it's still got some gilding on it, so that's awesome. Okay, well, we'll catch you guys on our next find. We're going to keep digging, see what else we can dig out of here. Okay, we got fooled on this one. This one rang up a 51 on the Deus II, and I just got this out of the hole, and check it out. It's a nice silver washed tomback button, and this was ringing up really low at 51. It's a lot thinner than the other ones that we've dug, but again, it is a nice silver washed tomback button. Again, sweeper program Deus II knocking fire out on this field. So we'll take that button and we'll continue on. But 1700s artifacts, I love digging, and I'll dig them all day long. So we're having a great, fantastic day out here hunting with my buddy Michael and his son, and we're both, all three of us are doing really well. So we're just going to keep on digging. We've got a great day too today. It's a little bit overcast, and it's not quite so hot with that overcast sky, and there's a chance of rain, so we're just going to try to dig as long as we can and see what else. Guys, listen to this one. 78 solid too. Sweeper program Deus II. We just dug a button not even 2 feet away from this, so let's see what this is. This is going to be interesting. I like a good 78 signal. We got it out. Let's see what we got, guys. Let's see what we have here. Ah, we really got hoodwinked on that one. Got a big old piece of lead. Nice big flat piece, well, cylinder shaped piece of lead. All right, guys, we got a 77 now. It's got a good higher pitch sound than that piece of lead that we just dug, and this one's staying pretty solid, which makes me think this is probably a good target. And let's see if we're correct. And we could get fooled. We're not always perfect, but we can sometimes guess, right? It's always fun to guess. And naturally there's a pile of fire ants. Let's move these. Got a bunch of fire ants right here too. Don't like fire ants. And I see it. And it is a button. Or is it a button? Ah, it is a grommet, or the top of a nail that was laying in here. But that one had us, but it had a good sound to it for sure. But again, could have easily been a nice button, so we'll take it and we'll keep. All right, Michael thinks he's got something really good, and I can see what he's got down here. You want me to pull it out for you, Michael?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, he just popped this hole open, and he's got him. Check that out. It's a nice big dandy button.
GW.
So it got George Washington on it, guys. No GW on it. Wow, I love those big dandy buttons. They're about the size of a $50 for those of you that don't know. Always related to the 1700s. I'm trying to see if there's something on it, but I think those are just scratch marks. But yeah, I love digging those. I know that had to ring up loud. Michael, what did that ring up?
It was a 58.
A 58 on the Minelab Manicore. And looks like there might be a little bit of design on this one. Possibly. We might have to clean this one up. I think it's got like either a floral or a star design on it, which would be really cool. It definitely looks like it's got some etching in it. My eyes could be playing tricks on me, but I know it's got some design. I can see it now. You guys can probably see it too a little bit. Yeah, nice big old colonial dandy button. That's a beauty. Love digging those. And again, late 1700s, early 1800s possibly. But again, nice find. And this site just keeps surprising us. All right. Nate's got him a good signal here, and he's digging it. He's using the Minelab Manicore. It was ringing up really good, and it was on the center line. Let's see if we can get lucky here and see what Nate gets. All right, Nate. That ain't it. Let's see if it's still in there. It's still in there?
Yep.
Okay. Dig it some more.
It's about 3 bars deep.
It may be to the side, Nate, too.
That ground's pretty hard.
Yeah, then get up here, it gets a little bit harder. That's good. Pull it out. Your daddy gave you a crappy shovel to dig with, too.
I chose it.
I'm gonna beat his butt. Let me see if it's out.
Get out there. Oh, still in there.
There's something. Wait a minute, I think I see it.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. And there he goes with a button. Check that out. Oh, it's not a button.
What is that?
It's a dang washer. Oh, wow. But you still see, you saw how that machine reacted, right? So Nate was getting a round circular target on the center line. Even though it's a washer, it could have easily been a button. And he got it out really good. So again, Minelab Manicore hit on this really small button, or washer, excuse me, or a small washer. But it could have easily been a nice button as well. Yeah. All right, guys, so this is an interesting signal. So we're looking at the Manicore. You guys can see there's a bunch of targets. Hopefully there's not a glare on that. So we've got a center line target, and then we got some of it bleeding up into the upper ferrous limits. Now the Manicore is also flashing some red lines, and we're getting at 38, 35, 36. Now I just swung over it with the Deus II, and we're gonna do that real quick. All right, move out the way, Nathan. So now we're gonna swing over it with the Deus II, and I'm gonna let you guys hear this so you'll understand what we're talking about. So I'm using the sweeper program, and listen, I can hear that there's some iron mixed in with this target. Now it's 6970, but I can hear there's a little bit of iron mixed in with this. So we saw what the Manicore screen was saying. We're hearing what the Deus II is saying. So now we're going to dig this target, and we're going to see what this is, because this is an interesting one. Now I was getting a 6970, and Michael's going to dig this target, and let's see what he gets. I could hear the iron mixed in with it. Is it out?
It's out.
Okay, so what's it showing up now?
70, 70.
Okay, wait a minute. Now let me swing over it so you guys can hear it. All right, 6970 is what I'm seeing. So let's see what Michael gets here. Michael's got him a button. So it was a flat button. Is there anything on that button, Michael?
No, it's another time back.
Okay.
Plain.
So this sort of shows you what we've been talking about. Now this target was mixed with iron because we could hear the iron in it, and the Manicore was showing the iron in it, and the Deus II was telling us there was iron in it. So we both got really basically the same thing. The signal was consistent. It was a repeatable signal, and both machines definitely identified it, told that it was a mixed target, and both machines gave us a pretty good audio on it to tell us what was going on there. So that's just something that you guys can maybe stick in the reference bank. If you've got both of these machines, then you might want to pay attention to that. And hopefully you were able to hear the iron mixed in with the Deus II, because I could hear it definitely. And of course the Manicore was showing that there was some iron mixed in with it as well. So there you go, good little lesson there. And Michael's got him a nice flat button. So again, love seeing these pottery shards. This is a piece of Westerwald ware. Of course, this is coming from Europe, definitely 1700s, and I love seeing these pieces because you know you're on a great site when these start showing up, and this site's proven to be exactly what this Westerwald ware is telling us as well. So there you go. All right, okay, we just popped open another hole, and it looks like we got us another button. Looking to see if there's anything on this one. It's about a quarter size button, and doesn't appear to have anything on it. We'll have to clean it and see, but I don't think there is, from what I can tell. But we'll clean it up. And this one was actually pretty deep, guys. This one was ringing up a 61, 60, 58, and it was down there pretty good. And Deus II with the sweeper program definitely picked it up. And again, digging a lot of buttons today, and I like digging buttons because you never know when one of these is going to have something really special on it. 60, 61. All right guys, 60, 61 here. Deus II sweeper program. Let's see what this is going to be. I just got through telling Michael, every time I'm out here, my nose starts running. I don't know why that is. I guess I'm allergic to something out here. Of course, it's pretty dry too. A lot of dry. And there it is, guys. It's a button. Beautiful button. Check that one out. That one's in great shape. Look at the amount of gild still left on the back side of this button. Big old quarter size button, tom back, right on time with all the other buttons that we've dug. And Deus II's just knocking it out of the park, honing in on these buttons, pulling these buttons out of this 1700s home site. So we're just gonna keep after it. We're getting ready to wrap up our day and go get some lunch. Might have to have us some good old southern barbecue, so I think that's what we're gonna head for. Or we might even do some Mexican, who knows. But we're having a great time out here, Michael and his son, and we're gonna stay for a few more minutes. If we find anything else, we'll bring it to you guys. And again, if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. All right, guys, so we're wrapping it up. You guys can see what we found today, and it was a button day for sure. And Michael had a good day. I had a good day. Nate dug a couple of really cool artifacts too to go along with it. And we just had a blast. This place is still giving up artifacts. We still got this mystery button, which I'm real anxious to see what comes off of it. And we're going to try to clean it up. I'm not real sure what it is. I still believe that this might be a British button, but I'm not totally sure. But we're gonna try to clean it up and see what we can get off of it. But again, just a fantastic day. The weather cooperated for most of the morning. It's starting to get hot now, so that's why we're leaving. And we're gonna head out and get something to eat. But it's been a great day. Thank you guys for coming along for the adventure. And we'll catch you guys on our next adventure. Stay tuned, more content coming from Southern Relic Adventures.